Often is the case, the best way to make a video is the easiest way. The easiest way is to knock it out of the way before you can go on with your other stuff. Like whatever, going to work, doing this or that. So I'm knocking this video out in the easy way, having therein no clue what I'm about to say. That makes all of those. The title will be the same as the last one, the gas cap, although this time it'll be called The Impenetrable, Insolvable, Locking But Not Gas Cap Conundrum. I thought I solved this. I made a video about it. I had it working for a couple times, a couple weeks, and then it suddenly stopped. Then I called the manufacturer's technical support. After a while, I got them to give me their advice. They did tell me one thing that was useful that most people probably already know. It's that locking, well, they didn't say this is my words. He showed me how locking it is unlocking it and unlocking it is locking it, and all that the lock does is either locks the cap into one place. It's also funny that I was totally unable to get this successfully locked until just now with my left hand when I tried to make it, when it was unlocked the last 20 times I tried, and when I tried to leave it unlocked and did not more specifically try to make it locked, it was suddenly for the first time, this is truth as far as I can say on my soul or whatever, it was not fixed until just this second when I tried to make it not fixed and did not try to make it fixed by accident with my left hand while filming. It suddenly worked. That's the first time in like 50 different tries, only because I wanted it not to work, that it suddenly worked. This happened at the auto store too once when I returned the last one of these. It had not been working. I tried to show them it didn't work, and suddenly it worked. But be advised, it's not the trying to make it, well, it is, actually. It's trying to make it not work that makes it work, and also not trying to make it work that makes it work. Maybe those two things flow together somehow. But meanwhile, all of the logistical conundrums of this did not work. With the guy, as I was saying, that's the more important thing is this. My last video, I said that eventually none of anyone's theories worked. I had to get into the flow and feel the intuition, and then I did, and then I found a way to do it. And that was what was worked the last 10 times and was in my last video, and then suddenly, like a week later, it stopped. I go to the gas station every day. I'm a scam dash driver, give or take. At least I have been. When I get better at scam dash driving, I'll do it less and less. And I think the ultimate epiphany, the ultimate pinnacle of scam dash driving is not to do it. The finest sex is no sex at all. The finest cigarette's no cigarette at all. And the finest way to scam dash is not to scam dash at all whatsoever. But in the past, in the meantime, I've been going to scam dash a lot, every single day. 5-10 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, forever. And I go to the gas station a lot, and after a week or so, all of a sudden it stopped working. My thing that worked and I made a video about was just the most illogical thing in the world. It worked two ways. The way the guy advised me, the tech support guy at Stanton, he said this is the lock position. When I said actually this is unlock because the top saucer spins on the bottom cone in either direction and never engages. So it's actually they're unlocked from each other. And then when you put it in the so-called unlock position, they're actually locked together. So unlocked and locked are reversed as many things, words, you know. But in any event, his idea after a while was put it in what is called the unlock position, which means they're locked together. Screw the whole thing off like a regular gas cap, then screw it on till it's tight, and then put it in the lock position, which is actually unlocked, and then it should work. See, when I tried just now to make it click, it suddenly stopped working again. You see how quickly that changed. I never touched it. It was in the position, click, 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 clickety both directions. And as soon as I tried to make it work in this particular case, that's when it stopped working again. The whole universe, by the way, is the whole mistake of the entire universe is made with the deliberate mistake of trying. So what I was about to say was he said, do that in the unlock, which is lock position, screw it till it's tight, then turn it to the lock position, which is actually unlocked, and then it will spin freely and be clicking in both directions. And then when I tried to make it click in both directions, suddenly it went back to being non-working again. You see how miraculous this is. That change that you saw happen, me having no tools, not stopping filming, nothing, trying to make it not work so I could take it off, and then it suddenly worked for the first time 50 times, and then trying to make it work clicking like I was being advised, and then it suddenly stopped working. That is the exact dumbness I've been going on with forever. When I put these videos out, I say, use your intuition, and that's what worked more than anyone else's theory. It always was the case, and still is. But what I found in the meantime, meanwhile, I ordered a gas cap for $9 that has an actual spiral tread on this thing. And obviously, these things are totally parallel. I don't know if I can show it on the camera, but these things are not on any type of spiral, or they're not imbalanced with each other. They're exactly parallel. When this thing is like this, it's nowhere near on enough. When it's like this, it's far on, but if you lock it to itself or unlock it, it just keeps this. Right now that those two plastic things are behind those two round things on the gas tank filler tube thing. It's just sliding along the bottom of them, and you could turn this as such forever. Unless I say that, then it will suddenly start working again. No way to tighten it. No way to do anything. It will just go on forever like this. And if I put this in the unlocked position, which is actually locked, it will move in this direction, in both directions, without clicking like that or anything. But never, ever coming to a point where it's tightened, except for if I try. Then it almost looks tight, but it doesn't really. So that's the question. How do you tighten this thing, supposedly, whether it's in this position as has been recommended, or put it here, as I have been doing and successfully until it clicks? How does it ever get tight enough to go into clicking mode when there's nowhere it can ever be tight? And the funniest thing was, the place where it did catch the tighten, so to speak, and was working mysteriously, was right when these two plastic things were in these two spaces between the two half circles. There's no way it would get tight. It would just clunk along beside them, unless it went right there. That's the only thing. Until just now I saw maybe those things are supposed to go into these things. Yeah. Trying again. That's how it's supposed to work. Just now, while whining about it, I see how it finally is supposed to work. I thought there was no way, and then I thought when it finally is tightened, what's to stop it from going like this, even though it's tightened and locked and in lock position, which is unlocked where it clicks in both directions. What stops it from just going like this? Now the whole thing comes to fruition. By accident, as everything has with this, meaning totally unintentional again. It's this thing. These things are supposed to slide into this thing. Well, the entire thing has been a consistent accident. I could return those things to that thing to Amazon if this doesn't work, because you know how Amazon is. Amazon Prime, $9 for the one with an actual spiral that makes sense. This is the first time ever when I try to make a video about how it makes no sense at all. I was gonna try to figure it out later, by the way, but then by accident I see the answer. It's that. That is the key to the keyless locking, unlocking gas cap. This thing. Who in a million years would have thought that this is supposed to slide into this? Not what my video is supposed to be about, man. It was supposed to be about how it's completely impossible and how it makes no sense. There's no reason it tightens at all. There's no reason it doesn't slide out after it is tightened. And nothing in the world makes sense. And it was going to be all like when you use your intuition, you get it. And then while doing the video, the same exact problem happened. It suddenly wouldn't not work when I wanted, and then it wouldn't work when I wanted it to work during the video. Then when I was going to say there's no way that will stay in there, suddenly the answer appeared to me. Every single thing I tried to do went exactly wrong, but I'm very used to that. I know exactly, I'm very familiar with making that mistake. Let me put it humbly that way, because I do make that stupid mistake all too often. Now you know how the gas cap works. Don't try. Amazing. Either enjoy and don't try, or be easy and don't try. I'm not sure which one it is, although enjoyness and easiness are very close together. They run, each one is the other one. I just don't know what's the more fundamental definition. I've done very many philosophy videos about that. I call it the three E's. There's also a thing called a little religion, so-called religion, I've been called E, which means enjoyness and easiness are exactly the same thing, literally. Which they are, but like, I'm always looking for what's the more fundamental and therefore efficient definition of them, which could be any of the three E's. Oh, somewhere I have a username called 3 E's. But in either event, whichever the 3 E's it be, which could only be seen within them itself before wisdom, with no effort, that's the answer. With no effort how to put this on, and I forget what the hell I was going to say because I babbled too much, but it was something about, oh, no effort to get it working, and one of the three E's, I don't know which one, beneath that mistake of effort. I got bit by a yellow jacket the other day because I was trying to be easy to not piss it off. And it was a very bitchy one with a very good sting. But like I was saying, and then something, oh, and then I tried to I worked too hard, I had a million things to do, and that made the little bee bite worse, and it made me get nauseous and stuff like that. Stomach ache, all that, because it was the same exact mistake. The solution is what I was saying. I don't know quite what it is. It's something beneath those things. It could also be faith in God. It can be love. It can be enjoying yourself, this, that, and the other. Well, I already threw that one out a couple minutes ago. But some kind of love as opposed to effort. And that's how you put the gas cap on effortlessly. That's how you see how to put it on, too. And how to make a video. All right, that's it.